Hello, my name is Irani Seecharan, and this is a look inside the stuttering world. We start with Daniel Rossi and his first stutter.
My earliest memory is my teacher and my parents tell me not to push too hard when I talk, and I had no idea what they were talking about. And then I had speech therapy, but I didn't know what that speech therapy was for. I just enjoyed going to that teacher that I thought was a teacher, and a friend of mine, who I guess he also stuttered, he would join us too. So I thought it was just more like a play date rather than a speech therapy thing.
Sam Dusinger, another participant of Stutter Social, also had similar early memories of stuttering.
I didn't really know that I stuttered. I knew I was doing something, but I didn't know what it was. And my parents originally took me to see a speech therapist.
The Hangout sessions are sometimes carried out by a speech pathologist. Evan Sherman recently got certified in his hometown of Florida.
For those who are in speech therapy, they have the opportunity to log on and to actually talk about their stuttering and to talk about those feelings and attitudes that are so important. So I feel like it's a great supplement for speech therapy in general.
Stutterers face a type of isolation from the rest of society. Both Danielle and Sam have experienced this.
We're always hiding our stuttering from you, so you wouldn't even know that we're stuttering. So even though we're passing ourselves off as fluent people, there is a part of you that feels like you're not living up to your potential.
It's fabulous in the sense that I think part of my avoidance in the past stemmed from the fact that I didn't know anybody else who stutters, and in a way I thought I was the only one who stuttered. And so again, to meet like so many other people who stutter from all ages, from anywhere in the world, through like pretty much every walk of life, like through social media, just really helped me.
Evan says this is not uncommon for stutterers.
The main reason why is because people feel like they're alone. That they're alone in this problem, that they don't have a way out, that there's nobody else who understands, who really gets it. And when you are given a chance to talk to somebody else who stutters, you really feel like you aren't alone, and you're talking to somebody who truly understands it. And that's so beneficial.
Stemming from these feelings of isolation and a need to act, Stutter Social was born.
We first experimented with Skype when me and my co-founder David Resnick thought of this idea. This would be back in August last year. We tried Skype. Skype had its own can of worms, and we weren't really too happy with it. And then that was around the time that Google Plus came out, and David had suggested, hey, let's try using the Hangout feature. It's free, and we do have the limitation of the 10 people, but we kind of figured that's probably a very good limitation to have, because then you have too many people. And right from the start, it was exactly the solution that we needed. And the reason that it works for us is the video is clean. When people drop off due to technical difficulties, it's a graceful drop off. It's not something that just affects the whole, kind of.
Social media has become an important tool for connecting.
Very, very important, because growing up, I did not have social media. Nowadays, you don't have to worry about identifying yourself as a stutterer to find other stutterers.
In total, like 58 participants who come from Canada, the US, India, Croatia, New Zealand, and that definitely wouldn't have been possible without social media.
All across the world, Hangout sessions are hosted during the week.
See, when I host my Hangouts, I usually have a list of topics, and I usually get them from Facebook. There are a lot of, I mean, like it's one big social media thing here. I get a lot of my topics from people on Facebook who are mentioning stuttering and mentioning what their feelings are and how they are reacting to their stuttering at that point in time. And that's sort of where I get my topics. But as far as how I run my Stutter Social on Sunday nights, it's more, I want to hear what others have to say. I want to hear what their problems are so we can all talk about it, because in the end, it's a support group.
Well, we talk about almost everything under the sun. We have our stuttering related topics, and that's everything from how was your week speech-wise to what do you do in job interviews to you know, for example, a recent topic that we had, which was last night, we were talking about what was a fear that you have overcome. One of our hosts, Evan Sherman, just became a speech pathologist in the States. So he's helping us with our techniques. So you know, participants would ask, oh, you know, this is a scenario that I have. How can I prevent myself from stuttering on this particular word? So can you teach me how to do the pull-out technique?
Yeah, sure. The pull-out technique is actually something that you can do within a stutter to reduce the tension. Let me just say the word car, all right? And I'll stutter on car, and then you'll hear me pulling out of that tension. And watch my face, too. Watch how much tension is in my face and listen of that sound, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, just listen.
Yes.
Car. Now you try with a little bit of tension.
Car? Like that?
Almost, but I want you to decrease that tension a little bit more. Go. Car. Decrease that tension.
Car. Like that?
Very good. Yeah, you start with that. You start with that tension, then you gradually release it.
Oh, okay.
Understand? You release the tension. You pull through the word.
So if I order a coffee, like that.
Coffee.
That's
nice.
cool.
It's just something that you can do when you're speaking to other people. You get in that block. Just think, all right, decrease this tension in this block. And then pull through it.
Does that also work when it's a plosive? Like if I'm ordering a mochaccino? Oh, I guess like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it takes
practice.
practice.
I mean, because a lot of that is there's tension in your lips, there's tension in your throat. Mochaccino. You decrease it and pull right through the word. Very good.
Thank you.
And the benefits of Stutter Social keep rolling in.
I've met a lot of people like Dan who have accepted their stutter and are in some ways proud of the fact they stutter. And so, especially in the last few months, I feel like that whole idea of self-acceptance has rubbed off on me and has made me accept my own stutter as well. How's your day so far, Evan?
It's going pretty well. It's been a pretty just low-key week because I don't have school this week because my kids are on spring break.
That must be nice. How has your speech been?
Well, to be honest, my speech has been pretty good because I'm really not too stressed. There's not much going on. I don't really have have anything to be anxious about or to really think about. So my speech has been pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, for me, it's sort of been off and on like throughout the week. This morning, I ran into an old friend of mine from high school, who read about our article in the Globe and Mail about Stutter Social.
Wow, we're we're connecting with people all over the place. It's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, and it was interesting because it was he's an old friend, and it was the first time that I spoke to him openly about my stuttering.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah,
And you got to talk about all that you're doing, which is wonderful. Very cool. Yeah, why do you think that's so? Why do you think you were comfortable?
And in the last few months, I really grew in terms of acceptance and confidence, despite my stutter. So I mean, not just him, but with family and friends, I'm just more open about my stuttering overall with them.
That's all for now. Take a look at Stutter Social online and join a Google Hangout today. Because if you're a stutterer, you're not alone.